Okay, well, hello friends. Good afternoon and welcome to my live stream from relatively cloudy Dublin. A little bit early, 30 seconds early or so. So that makes up for all of my usual lateness. Dublin was a little bit busy a few minutes ago with a few craft on the ground, and it's quieted down. It's looking like VATSIM is pretty dead when it comes to controllers, sadly. But we'll make the most of it. And we'll head back to Stansted, where the weather is looking pretty severe cav okay. However, because it's a civil aerodrome, upper limit for cloud is 20,000 feet. There's pretty much high level stratus all over, at least the southern UK, which obviously doesn't count when it comes to the forecast or the actual. Automatic report, so no cloud detected, but again, like I said, I think that goes up to 20,000 feet. So you can have some very, very high level stratus and be completely overcast with nothing reported. But nevertheless, looking okay. The forecast for 140 at 140, 8 knots, cav okay, temperature 6,000 meters visibility, but that has just passed. And the only other weather is Prop 30 tempo for 8 o'clock onwards. The rest of the weather onwards from there. Tomorrow's says the forecast. So anyway, here's our aeroplane sat down here on the same stand we left it yesterday, with the pretty good, most up-to-date default Dublin airport. Somebody's put a lot of effort into this. Like I say, I can tell how difficult it is these things. Terminal there. Anyway, let's jump into the jet. And what I've done is I've updated the config using virtual Ryanair's settings, which you can just, I think, either import the MDG or make them happen. And I've updated it to be accurate. So analog standbys, the correct pilot modes, yada yada yada. So I think it's as good as I can get it without doing. Yeah, it took quite a little bit of time to match everything up. I'll probably try and do something a bit smarter that can. So lights are set on steady. And a quick and dirty startup as well. Airplanes, of course, chocked. All the doors are open. Well, not all the front and the sides. I'm going to set 3.5 now while I look at it. And the arrival at Stansted is 3:50. There we go. The rest can come on to line. Go. Dump can come on. So, check the cross speeds. Cabin utilities on. All off. Parked. Off. Right. 0. Pumps on. Off. The probes are either auto or on, and that's one change that you will have noticed. We're going to put them on. Power test works. Overheat work. So, see they do work. Trim egg, come on. Set the cabin as one would like. And the packs don't be on. Initially, they're not actually going to be getting any air, so it doesn't really matter. APU off. The ISO in open. And can test that. Pop it on auto. Happens. The departures, I think they're all up there. I suppose they might not be going best. Runway, I think we're using 10, so 09. confirm it. By checking the weather. Brake off, on, light comes on. There's actually no brake temperature gauges, I am told. Which I find odd, but that's what I've updated. Hydraulic pressure we've got, you can tell that the off-it warning works, 2000 set. Lights, panel, comms set. Sort that out later. So, block fuel. There's no additional reserve today. Might take some shortcuts. Our alternate is Amsterdam. Contingency 5 minutes to get us to Cardiff, which is 200 kilos. So 5109, and I've already got our passengers. If you are watching, somebody just popped in. Please say hi and chat. If you can't chat, please subscribe and then you can.
Ground flight deck hose is connected and starting refueling.
That shouldn't take too long. And while we're waiting on that, let's get the weather, shall we? So, we're on stand 125, which I'm just writing down. The departure ATIS is 1200 Zulu. 50 at 14, variable between 10 70. 10k plus in light rain. Broken at 1000. Broken at 5000. Which is 7, 2.5. Each one's one. They must be in a warm sector over in Dublin. Because I think it isn't at here. Okay, so it's difficult to pick between those two, which is a Mercury having a slightly higher resolution. It's 242 feet at Dublin, so probably more like it, 2985. Not that it matters, but that is a very different instrument. Days. So, 150, 50 degrees off is variable between almost down the run and 70 off. No, yeah, because it's 100. So, initial climb. We need Dublin 09. Ground departure. 1149 is set. 2 is set, and the ILS in case we need to come back. 1089 is on standby. Don't need any other nav aids. So there we are, Collinstown and Dublin both tuned. Have we finished fueling it? Not quite. Get the punters on board.
Ground to flight deck, fuel is all loaded up and you are good to go.
Good, so we've got our 5.1. I do believe that there is no total, but that isn't an option in Zibo mod. Fortunately. But we've asked for 5.1, we've got 5.1. So, let's change with the FMC, change with the callouts. Match Rhino, which is standard across their fleet. Nav data, engine rating, model. Ski. Stand 125, which I have already. That's it. I will do is make sure the brake is set. Stansted. So the route is not particularly onerous. LIFFY, and between the nights it was up to Wallasey, and then forward to LISTO, and then the arrival to Stansted. So I will put the arrival in because it is relatively long. Arrival, LISTO is Miles away. Absolutely miles away. We may not fly the entire arrival. Take a dirty shortcut depending on the... we won't go around the hole, that's for sure. So, LIFFY, Wallasey, LISTO, classified. As I said, and right, no, the Air 2 Echo. Check that in the legs. LISTO. Not sure, I think it's going to be 2-2. Gonna leave that blank for a moment. Not that it matters, they take you both to the same place. Useful. And what I will do is pop casts now. So our cruise is going to be 350. 1. I think the arrival QNH is going to be high. 1. And the forecast winds 292 at 0. (5926) and at 100 233. 1. Thing. I don't have my handy cheat sheet. 23165. So happy days. Our zero fuel weight 58.1 is higher than our estimate. Fuel, we don't need to enter the plan. Excuse me, reserves 252726 2.7, which I already have written down. Cost index 6. There's an option for default in Zibo. I believe it is a company option that pre-populates to that as a factory option. As I said, 3.5. Set on the cruise and on the overhead. Calling wind 26834. And the ice deviation. Yeah, minus 56. Ticks off that. Intense. Happy days. So, looking at the departure 551, yes, plus 3. Straight to LIFFY. And then for the arrival, and I've got both of the charts available, LISTO 350 Pedig, straight shot 100 Finma. 0. Combo is the speed limit point, yes. Wait. 20. No height restriction. Buster and Laurel, we are going to modify those unless it's crazy busy and we need to clear of everyone. Modify those and think about do proceed past Laurel without clearance, that's fine. Those are planned descents, we'll stick to them, there's no ATC online. It's the aerodrome reference point for the MSAs on arrival, whereas it is in Dublin for departure, so we can put those in. I think there's only 2 fixed pages. I don't know if that's a location. Zibo mod. Reality. And then we'll decide runway when we get there. So that's given us our MSAs at least a representation of the 21 circle said days. And initially the sector that we're going to be in, let's say it's 2,000, 4,000 down here. Airport, there's a limitation on 5,000 feet to be shown. Figure that in Zibo model. Tablet over there. Let's set to reality. I'm going to leave that as is. And now, about 63.2. Are we going to use 200 kilos? Probably. So our plan for 63. Because we're taxiing 4.10, even if we take an intersection departure. And therefore, let's take the first intersection that we can, Sierra 5, which has a run available 401953. And again, this is perhaps off doing it over the magic of the interwebs, over the network, so I can't show it. I said we were going to take 63 tons. The outside air temperature is 7 degrees. Going to give us a flap 1 again. No, it isn't. It's flap 5. So 2815 is the Gigabyte. Thanks for that. Takeoff run of 1661 with a stop margin of 292, FRA of 1400, and so that's going to be runway 0 right from Sierra 5. Runway is dry. Map 5, 24k Toga. Horse bleeds on. So 24k. Full climb. Map 5, we do have quite a bit of an RG, but hey. No, 525. Out there. And the speeds I have. 36, 63. I'll do that. Right. I've got 136. I'm going to take 135 in that case. 137. And B2145. Go. 098, yes. And then at Dublin, so that's the default. Ryanair, thrust reduction, yes. Acceleration, 3. Let's check charts. So 10, 1P5, airport briefing departure, which is takeoff to 1750, which is 1500. Takeoff V2 10 to 20, or as limited. And reduce power to not less than 9 power, accelerate smoothly to max 230 with flat retraction, and then transition to en route climb 3250. So, interestingly, that's a max 230, so in reality, acceleration is 1500, isn't it? So I was wrong there, and then it's max 230. Interesting. Indeed. Okay, so we need to go 5 nautical miles ahead. That's 551 anyway, direct LIFFY, so that's taken care of. 24K plus 7. Happy days. So what can I say? I think the weather. By that I mean get the up-to-date ATIS. It's 12:30 Zulu now, and we changed to 6013. Variable between 120 to 100. Still 10K. The rain has stopped. Cloud is the same, as is the temperature, but pressure has dropped. I think in fairness you can see that there. Go. Oh. Cargo door shut. Plan that push. Has moved there, that's interesting. Different scenery perhaps? If we sit somewhere there, then we won't see the cars. That work? Guess it did.
Round to cockpit, plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
Hear that message. Oh, look at these idiots using 1.6. Nope. Definitely not in use in reality. And I may be correct in thinking if we go to the NOTAM brief, that's the FIR. Skip all that quiet. There you go. Runway 1634 not available for takeoff. So, get the APU started, shall we? Oh, put that on. Flight director on my side as master. Forget it. And the other thing that I've changed on the config here is that Ryanair 737 will fail passive, not operational. So that explains the RBR 50. Wonder how much extra it costs. I'm sure they've done the sums and it isn't worth it. So we can take power from the 8th in a minute. Rig is set. So for 1-0, I think from where we are, if nobody's coming, if they enter, they'll enter the way that we did yesterday, which is via link 2. Anyway, whatever it is, so we'd go across to link 5, probably down Papa 1 Whiskey 3 and 1 Whiskey 2. If we do go that way, it's going to do a left turn and go down Mike 1 Whiskey 2. To keep that free for anyone vacating Sierra 2, you can see how they line it up for departure. So there's our 3 minutes. You go open that up and you see that it does work now. So I'm going to high flow mode. So let's get the doors secure.
Ground to cockpit, tow is driving up.
Remove the chocks automatically, just like ground crew would.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
We can of course confirm that. Jet buses, and we will see all the doors are shut and the stairs are stowed. These on. So Heathrow's on, that'll be fun to listen to. Gatwick, Birmingham, Manchester, our alternates, Schiphol, quiet over that way.
So connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Okay, so we're ready to go. Not ready to push. Okay, cabin is secure. So, need to tell everyone what we're doing. Dublin traffic, Ryanair 7 Delta X-ray standard 125, push and start face west, release point Bravo. Traffic. Quick look round. There is nobody around to crash into. So we'll wait till 1300. And then we will go.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Beans. It's a relatively short push. There you go, you can see auto is working. Engine's on, well, fuel's on anyway. So the starter warning light is out. Engine stop before I start number one. I have no idea where the pushback is taking us. That's a disaster. Why did it get that so wrong? I'm sure I lined it up.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Thought I'd better intervene there before we ended up in the terminal. Brake set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Or we will start engine number one. Hold on. Connect. Interesting. Cage it. That looks more like a self-test. Realised you had to cage it first.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed.
6.
Hand signal will be on the right. We'll see you next time and have a great flight.
So I'm just going to wait to see the pin and then go through the whole flow in its entirety. There it is. So probes auto, we're going to pop them on anyway. I've seen the pin. Select map 5. That may not be a real thing in the aeroplane, the flight controls, but in the sim, when you use it, you won't feel any resistance. So full forward, full aft, left, right, rudder, full right rudder, checked, trim set, 2 idle D10s, recourse checked, rip one of these off, Ryanair, virtual Ryanair website, which is quite cool if you want to print and laminate your row. So generators on APU off, not start switches, continue probe heats on, anti-ice not required. Air conditioning, max auto, bleeds on, isolation valve, auto, flap 5 required, 5 set, green light. Stab trim 525, 525 is set. Start levers to idle D10 recall checks. Check level complete. Taxi, so we're going to go this way. Sort of kink to the right and then straight down that way, parallel to the way that we came in. So, clear left, clear right. Dublin traffic runner 7 Delta X-ray taxiing, link 4, Mike 1, Whiskey 2, Sierra, hold short. 0 right, clear traffic. Brakes off, configs checked. Minimal power to get us going. Check the frame rate. CPU be high. The radar on. Frame radar on. Let's do the airplane, so we're going to go right this way. What's that way? Taxi in this way. Of course, we'd probably taxi out that way in reality, so that we can come in this way depending on what stands were being used. The GS option should have off. I had turned it off. Wrong. So we'll watch out for any idiots using 1.6. Well, there will be many that blindly follow their SimBrief Pro OFP. Dublin traffic, Ryanair 7 Delta X-ray cross 6. Traffic. Shouldn't really need to call up and
approaching 3, 4.
In reality, because inactive runway, it's not an active runway. But, you know, it is VATSIM and all the joys that come with that. So Sierra 5 is our departure. Unless of course we get held, we might as well just keep taxiing further down. So, it's going to be an LNAV departure, no ATC online. Cleared yet. 5145. Those checked. Get cabin secure early.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Again, what's the point in flying on VATSIM if you don't call up? And the rules of the air apply on the ground as well. So on the right, give way. India Echo. So, departure ready. We are going to go down here. We'll keep a bit of distance from him. He goes all the way down to the end. Guess what we're going to do? All the way down to the end. Good lad. Right. Ready. Get a bit of a lick on. Checked. Sponder's done. Dublin traffic, Ryanair 7 Delta X-ray, lining up, taking off, runway 10 right via Sierra 5. LIFFY 2 Echo departure, Dublin traffic. So he can do one. Oh, he's going to go, isn't he? Come on, Killian, use the radio. Don't worry, I'll hold for you. There you go, look, that's some douchebaggery. Dublin traffic, Ryanair 7 Delta X-ray, lining up via Sierra 5. 0 right. So I'm going to start the stopwatch for... Oh no, we don't need to, so we're doing an intersection departure. I think we only need a minute for wake turbulence. Oh, if I kept the speed up I would have got in front of him. Mind.
Approaching 10
I'm set.
right.
1400 was the minimum flap.
On runway 10 right.
No, he doesn't even understand what the problem is. Bless him. Dublin traffic, Ryanair 7 Delta X-ray, taking off runway 10 right, LIFFY 2 Echo departure, Dublin traffic. There we go, power, EVGA, time. More pressure on the controls. A lot of rudder. 80 knots. Checked. Into wind aileron.
E1, rotate.
Willow.
Positive rate.
onto the flight director.
400.
LNAV on day. Get those on.
1000.
So bug up. So 50. Hear the engine note change there. There's the aeroplane accelerating above the carrot. Flap 1. To cloud. Anti-ice is on. Passing flap 1, flap up. Flaps up, no lights. We can, it's 230 to 3250, but now we 250. Break off, flaps up, no lights, gear up and off. Yeah, pick those off. Start switches, aeroplane's pressurizing, check least. We're on our way. VNAV. Days.
Duncan traffic, Finnair 5 Mike Tango on left downwind runway 10 right.
So climbing to a flight level set. To do it old school on this one. And the arrival to think about it. Don't appear to be tracking very well. The LIFFY. Interesting. So there is nobody online. 3-5.
1,000 to go.
It's twice. 3 times. Better check that. 0.7. Yes, we are getting close to it. Nav is drifting off. Anyway, we've accelerated, lights off, hunters out, check the pressure, 4, cabins 2, steady climbing. Why is LNAV drifting off? It's even worse. What have you done in the new update, Zibo? Select. Coming into cloud. What is going on? See if we can finesse this. Let's try LNAV again, see what happens. No, I don't want you to do that. Go over there. Get on going. Well, good on Gillian Thornton there at Dublin, who was the VATSIM clown, quoting Rule B5, pilots flying through uncontrolled airspace shall monitor Unicom or other designated frequency and they come under air traffic control coverage where another pilot may benefit. The pilot shall transmit their intentions on the designated frequency, and saying no point in announcing the obvious this evening. So, yeah, well, that really is flawed thinking. I say, why would you even bother flying online if you're just not going to speak to anybody either in text or on voice? You might as well just fly with world traffic online. It's just pure clownery. So, diff pressure for a 10 check. 6, cabins at 4, climbing steady. Happy aeroplane. Especially now we're back on LNAV. So let's get where Stansted is 0 at 10. It's all across, isn't it? Too much. Slightly favours 0.4 ever so slightly, and I don't know what bird configuration is. At Stansted. Well, it looks like they're currently using 2.2. So we can plan for that. 5, we're not going to need it both. Tune out 1.6 by Parkway, the minimum's 548. Get it out of the way. Zero 1.8. Pressure is dropping. So Heathrow, the place is online. to set that for the mist. And how are we going to get there? The initial approach from Laurel for 2-2. This is outbound to all of those points. I think of conditions for a 6 mile with a base leg. Without radar control. Why don't we do it properly? We won't go to Laurel, we will just go straight to Barkway and down. Assuming nobody comes online. Using reserve fuel message, it should. So that gets us to Laurel Barkway, Barkway 10. 3. So what we may do is just pop that one up there. See how we get on. I'm not going to do that just yet. Wreck the profile. Okay, so what we really want is 6,000 or below there. Why is that wrong? So, if I need to keep that restriction in, let's try that. Yeah, let's do that. And let's call it 6,000. You can always take that out. Should we need to. There's 300, back angled. Distance 7.5, cabins at 6 to the mid. Tailing off, because we're going to level off. So top of descent should change. Few airports online, just where we're going. Shame. Frames. With the transitions, not so much.
1,000 to go.
That flicker. Did that really happen? Saw out the corner of my eye. Anyway, there we are, top of climb, 17 minutes. What's that traffic doing out to our right? You'll notice there's no traffic dots. Because that's what the config says. Exist. Now, what I am going to do is turn those off. A little bit of an offset there. Just because of how the wind is. I need both on. So LISTO, that's the start of the arrival. You can see it is a very long arrival. And I think we do traffic situation, the fact that nothing is online. Leave that at 6. What's that done to top of descent? That's moved it a fair bit. That'll save us some fuel. It would have saved us, well, it wouldn't have saved us, but it would have kept us higher for longer had we been doing the work around there. So I think 5. case. A few extra track miles. Bit of a worry. So let's take out those additions. So that brings us up to 2.8. I'm going to take 1.5 off, which is 60.9. Pick up Robbie. Yes. Bitmap, yes. Combo speed limit, yes. So let's initially set 200 just in case we go down to that. So that's interesting, tightening that turn up. So, just double check the weather. So 1320 Zulu. It's an automatic port 130 at 8. Okay, no cloud detected. 3,000 feet. Huge road. 8. Lap 30, as you can see, all crosswind. Ring 2. Minimum sets 148. 43 plus 5. Fly that all the way to Barkway. Bit of a left to 067, 10 DME, and 11 at turn 134. Start the turn at 075. And we can stay relatively quick, I think. So, in the mist, so 548, we're going to slow down. Oh, we know. Okay. A little bit too smooth there. Oh, why have I got the wrong ILS set? 0.509. See, good thing we check all the 2s for the course. 6.6 ISX, 2.5 is the glide slope intercept. Mist is straight ahead, not above 3, turn right, Barkway, as directed. Days. nice bit of haze. It's good that it's more intense into sun. That's realistic. That's actually very realistic, I think. Haze is significantly worse than sun. That artifact there is just reflection. Screen. Cabin's descending. Happy days. Now I do wonder if Active Sky takes it off the metals, no cloud detected. There will be cloud because it's sat in London and I can see an overcast layer of stratus. And if somewhere like Norfolk, somewhere military is open, they will report that accurately. So, Metar at Norfolk, observed. Coded, so it might be 10,000 feet for the Cavo K definition. Interesting. CPU's going through the roof again. Had issues like this before. Which are very frustrating. Maybe it's an X0 thing. I thought I'd turned it. Not perfect, with those square patches there. Darn good. Not a lot to say really. Oh, there we go. Back into some cloud. Oh, we got 1411.
Thousand to go.
Yeah, let's step down to 15. Bit enough. Be expected, but you see, I mean, we're not far off it. Anfield over here. Finmere was a wartime air. There's a micro strip. It's Finmere. Is Mim. And I'm happy to just see if VNav works all this out. We have got a long level segment, so that should help if we end up a little bit too fast. As we say, excess energy. It includes being too high, too fast. You've got all of that potential energy to get rid of. No, it's not potential, it's kinetic height. This height is potential. Currently descending all the way down. So let's do 10 boarding. Still no ATC online. So you can see some slip there, and there it is. This is good. Let's look outside, shall we? There is Finmere. No. So that is Silverstone. That is Turweston. Great cafe by the lake there. I'm not sure what that is over there. Finmere is down here. It's a triangular shaped airfield. Very unique little microline strip down there. Disused airfields. Such a shame. So 5,000 below, this could cause us an issue. Scenery. You're still getting hammered. Starting to secure the airplane, haven't we? Yeah, we're still using 2-2 at Stansted, they're all queued up. Cranfield out here to our left, quite distinctive airfield. It says, not quite being able to spot it with the wartime hangars. They are. See the old classic triangular layout. So it's just a bit of a shame that it seems to update over the station. I must confess, I don't know that that's how it works, but that's from what I've read and my small-minded brain can cipher. That's how weather is generated into the sky. Just boost the closest one, and it's not an active sky limitation. It's I believe. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but as I understand it, that's what happens when you fly through the metal. You've got, which I find could be wrong. It's just difficult. Anything out of it, difficult to get into the analyses of the weather. So. No difference to the profile. Really happy days. Got rid of the hold though. So there's the MSAs in this sector, 2000. We go past the north.
1,000 to go.
Until 1,800. 2,100 straight ahead for the missed approach. So, to 70. When it's on silent time. Should be slowing. It is doing a bit of a poor job at it. Like I say, I'm not going to intervene. That's a little bit aggressive, so I think the descent should have maintained at least 5 feet a minute. It does need to prioritise that speed restriction. We are expected to maintain it. I quoted. Then see. So there's 250. Lights can come on. You notice I don't use the retracts. I think Ryanair don't because it's something ridiculous like a 1% fuel penalty, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it does. I'm going to go a little bit of speed break. Just to get the speed back on target. Guess that's Cambridge out to our left.
Thousand to go.
OBS didn't like that. I don't know if that's. So it's still 1018.
1,000 to go.
Continue down to 3. 1018. 20 below. Gonna have to take flap 1 at some point. .067, but just a little allowance for wind there. That's a traffic Ryanair 7 Delta X-ray. Overhead Barkway, altitude 6,000 feet, positioning 22 traffic. That's a dirty dive. So, what I'm going to do, vertical speed, try 1500. Speed breakout, try and get things settled down. Oh, look, it need 1500. So we're already in a bit of excess energy. Get everything secure, everything prepped. And we'll come back to the upspeed. You see 1,000 feet a minute, we're still struggling to. Once we're within 10 knots, oh, let's let flat 1 match speed. It is. See how the airplane flies this.
1,000 to go.
2.5. CF22, I think, is that one.
$1,000 to go.
500 actually did seem quite realistic. So we want to go right 134. That's a traffic Ryanair 7 Delta X-ray right base, ILS 22 10 miles. So I'm going to take that. Heading select. Just to try and keep this target. It's not bad actually, this is quite smooth.
2,500.
It's a track 134, isn't it? So that nav looks like it might do a right job to be honest. 075 is the start the turn point. SX 222s, checked, set. Back, so we try not to level off. So we actually did less. What I'm going to do though, Glide slope comes alive, we're going to go straight. Wired. That's the traffic runner, 7 Delta X-ray, final ILS 22 10 DME. Haze is good. The guys at capture, don't level off, you're doing fine. That explains a lot. That is the inset point, so I was aiming for the wrong one. And drills. It's the long level segment. 6.6. Yep, okay. So that's the 2.5 we didn't need a map for. Oops. Well, we couldn't really fly that much quicker. London set online. So flap 5, speed matched on the glide slope, out to capture. Now hold so I can select 3.
Short for Juliet Echo High Squawk 0360.
0360, Shamrock 3 Juliet Echo.
Ryanair 9 Alpha Bravo, descent flight level 90.
Descent flight level 909, Alpha Bravo.
Air Portugal 1983, climb flight level 380. Air Portugal 1983, climb flight level 380.
Climb flight level 380, that's 1983.
Tap.
London Control, Shuttle 6 Romeo.
Shuttle 6 Romeo, London, hello, climb now, flight level 140.
Climb now, flight level 140, Shuttle 6 Romeo.
KLM 3241, descend, flight level 140.
Descend, flight level 140, KLM 3241.
London, good afternoon. Ryanair 7 Delta X-ray, 4 mile final ILS 2 stands.
Flight level 349. Ryanair 7 Delta X-ray, London, hello, runway 22, clear to land, wind 130 degrees 8 knots.
Land 22, Ryanair 7 Delta X-ray.
London Control, good afternoon, version 4 for Tango, you have flight level 50, flight level 350. So just confirm the call sign,
Flaps.
station calling back.
Flaps.
Virgin 448 Tango. Station calling, you could be Swiss 448 Tango. Hello, flight level 310 Tango. Swiss 448 Tango, climb flight level 310.
Approaching. 2, 2.
448 Tango, get my point. Portugal 1983, nothing further, monitor Unicom 122.8, goodbye.
500.
Monitor 122.80, Airport Portugal 1983, thanks, bye-bye.
Shuttle 6 Romeo, climb flight level 340.
Climb flight level 340, Shuttle 6 Romeo.
Plus 100.
Easy 151, descend flight level 150, level bog up.
Minimums.
Continue.
Descend 150, level bug up, easy 151.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
No, it's far too soft. Is it really that soft? I thought I flew it on. Manual braking. Speed on the left. There is.
Ryanair 432, nothing further, monitor Unicom 122.8, goodbye.
SF Delta X-ray vacated standstill.
97 Delta X-ray, welcome to standstill taxi, stand 53.
Stand 5-3, right, SF Delta X-ray. So I'll take the inner.
Okay, on 3241, contact London Control 129.425, goodbye.
London Control 129.425, okay, level 3241. Thanks for the help, bye-bye.
Thanks, crazy fuel truck.
Easy 151, contact London Control
We ended up with back
129.425,
2.7, that's a little bit of a worry, isn't it? Simbury fuel
London Control, hello.
predictions are well and truly out. I suppose, where are they?
Easy 1 Alpha Lima, hello, standby, break, Easy 151, descent, flight level 110, level risen.
Oh, single engine taxi in. Let's get the APU started for that.
Sherlock 3, Juliet Echo, nothing further monitored, Unicom 122.8, goodbye.
Unicom 122.8, Sherlock 3, Juliet Echo, bye-bye. London, apologies, Easy 151 back with you, levelled off 15000.
Easy 151, London, hello, descent flight level 110, level risen.
Descent 110, level risen, Easy 151.
So 5-3
Easy 151,
Charlie.
contact London Control 129.425, goodbye.
Actually shut down engine number 2.
129.425, Easy 151.
Easy 1 Alpha Lima, London, hello, fly heading 180 degrees, climb flight level 250.
Climb 250 and head in 180 degrees.
No, we'll shut down engine number 1 actually. It'll be a right turn on stand and that's when we're going to get stuck. Probably. Roll on to the apron.
Ryanair 9 Alpha Bravo, vectoring for the ILS approach, runway 15, fly present heading, descent to altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 1015.
QNH 1015, descent to 4,000 feet on present heading to H3, Ryanair Alpha Bravo.
Very good.
Skyway 654, London.
Flight control, Skyway 654, sorry about that, sir. Flying direct Honeylee, climbing flight level 250.
Skyway 654, London Control, hello, just confirm is your final cruising level, flight level 250.
Yes, sir, 250.
Skyway 654, roger, route direct Banto, climb flight level 250.
Direct Banto, flight level 250, thank you, sir, Skyway 654.
So you see we're actually
Swiss 4
right
Tango, contact
down
London
here.
Control 129.425, goodbye.
Contact London Control 12, that way. Contact London Control 129.425, Swiss 4 Freight.
So 3 minutes cool down. Spoke about that yesterday. Shut down engine 1, which might help with the crosswind as well a bit.
Hello, Tomjet 25, East Alpha, and 42
Number
at
2.
Leighton, gauge 1016, 767 300, clearance to cross.
Costs.
Tomjet 25, Uniform Alpha, London, hello, just stand by for a minute, I'm going to grab you a different routing.
So quick touching down as well. Should have been touching down at the app. Sorry, no, the ref, not the app.
Ryanair 18 Yankee Lima London Control. Hello, flight present heading, climb flight level 390. Acting present heading, climb flight level 390, Ryanair 18 Yankee Lima. Easy 1 Alpha Lima, turn left heading 150 degrees. Turn left 150 degrees.
So I said it's a right turn on Charlie and then an immediate left turn, first stand on the left. See, actually with the crosswind, managing to just about stay straight, about 30% N1.
Spirit 315 London Control, hello,
To idle.
climb flight level 210.
You see we start turning, which is quite cool. It's well modelled if you ask me.
Ryanair 9 Alpha Bravo, turn right heading 325, you have 26 track miles. Right heading 325, Ryanair Alpha Bravo. London Center, good morning, United 350 requesting flight level 340, correct? Yeah, 350 London, hello, monitor Unicom 122 decimal 8, goodbye. 122 decimal 8, thank you, American.
I assume the left, right and centres are all set up for 737's passing. Like strangers in the night.
London Control, to the 215. I have to disconnect, sorry.
Roger, goodbye.
Well, this should be 5-3 according to the charts.
Ryanair 9 Alpha Bravo, descend to altitude 2,500 feet.
Interesting. So even this doesn't match up.
London Control, easy 1 Alpha Lima, request 10 minutes out of cockpit. Easy 1 Alpha Lima, resume navigation direct Honolulu. You're going to leave my airspace in about 6 minutes. Can you be back for then? Oh yeah, that's no problem. For direct Honolulu. Okay, that's Hotel Oscar November. Just let me know when you're back. Yeah, no problem. Ryanair 18 Yankee Lima, resume navigation direct Honolulu, Hotel Oscar November. And that's Honolulu, Ryanair 18 Yankee Lima.
Markings are not bad. Somebody's put a lot of effort into that, especially with the zigzags anting. They've used the good terminal kit for the pillars. There we are on stand. So 2 blues we've got. Oh, I forgot to do those. T.
London, hello. Shuttle 8 Alpha, just departing Heathrow,
On
climbing
stand.
through 3,000 feet.
As for Lanta.
London, hello, climb now, flight level 140.
140, Shuttle 8 Alpha.
Oh, you'd do that, wouldn't you? The opposite one. There we are, ladies and gents. Welcome to Stansted. Hope you enjoyed that trip. The arrival was could have been a little bit smoother, but not bad. maybe I'll use Stansted as a base more frequently now. It'd be nice to get Boundless for Stansted, but having used Boundless at
Conjure 25 Uniform Alpha, you're cleared Lima Golf Kilo Oscar Match 2 Charlie departure, squawk 6235, the QNH is 1016.
Clear course, Match 2 Charlie, 6235, PH 1016, Conjure 25 Uniform Alpha.
Conjure 25 Uniform Alpha, correct.
so. Boundless was good. Interesting fencing here, which is quite cool. The best, it's not terrible. But Boundless did hit the frames a bit. And I do need to know that they're being kept up to date, so certainly something I'll think about. Haha, Speedbird, that's nice. So, yeah. Have a look at the replay in a moment. But this is just default X-Plane. Anyway. Play. Right, there's some Delta X-Ray shut down. Thanks for the service. Happy Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Okay, that's turned off. I'm going to make sure we end our flight. Vertical speed. Now that's interesting. So Volanta said, plugin said 5. Vertical speed said 181, which yeah, it felt didn't feel like perfect. It felt okay. Stand 53, right? Stand we ended up on. File the pirate. Yeah. Get rid of AMSIS. Volanta is a great tool. Be good for flight tracking. Things. Don't get me wrong, the cynic in me says that that's just Orbex seeing where people go and what to target their scenery, but hey ho, if it provides what people want and maximises their sales, who really cares? It's a good product, it's free, and it's better than that Project Fly junk. So, have a look at the replay, shall we? Shovel them doors. Green lights. Bingo, bango, clonk. Brakes on so I can keep the chocks out. Pleasure. Guess from about here. Yeah, that looks alright, doesn't it? Or look, prime spotter spot. By the hold. That's not bad. I just think the landing speed gets that so wrong. Bad with the crosswind either. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. And I look forward to the next stream. Till then, look after yourselves. Take care. And bye for now.